Good morning. It's Monday, it's my day off. Matt has just gone to college. Neska is not pleased about it. She's like, where's he gone? And she just like cried a little bit, which is the first time I've heard her make any noise. She hasn't actually barked yet, but she was crying when Matt went out the door. Where's he gone, Ness? He's gone to college. He'll be back. Last night was a good night, so it's her second night here last night, and she slept well. She was on my bed, which I did say that she wasn't going to sleep on my bed, but she did. Although she doesn't kind of impose herself like Dice used to. Dice used to have to be like lying on you, and as you know, he's a big dog. She just kind of curls up at the bottom of the bed and you can't even feel she's there. So she slept solidly until 5 o'clock this morning, and then she got up and I let her out and she went for a wee outside. Yay! She was quite hyper, but then we went back to bed and she slept again until... No, Neska, get down! Neska! She doesn't listen to a bloody word. Neska! Hey! Get down. Good girl. Yeah, and then we went back to bed till about 7:15, I think, when the alarm went off, so not bad. And she did wee-wees outside and she hasn't done any inside at the moment today. It's only 9 o'clock. So far so good. She's done 2 wees outside today. Clever girl. Yeah, so today we are going to go and meet up with my sister and her dog Ruby. We're going to go and walk the dogs together. I'm sure they'll both be fine with each other. Ruby tends to just ignore other dogs when she's out, really, and Neska does this. Well, Neska, she likes to play with other dogs, but again, she doesn't intrude. She doesn't, she's submissive, aren't you? Right, I'm gonna just crack on and do some housework. I've ordered a long line lead, which hopefully, well, it should be here today. I've got the email to say that it's out for delivery, so I'm hoping... Oh, what is that mouth doing? That's a bit funny. There you go. I'm hoping that will be here before we go to meet my sister so that she can have a good run around, really. It's a 15 metre one, so I don't know if that... You could get 10 metre, 15 metre or 20 metre. And I couldn't decide between 10 metre and 15, so I went for 15, but... Is that too long? I don't know. We'll see, won't we? I'll take the other lead with us if it's no good, if we're just getting in a tangle. I don't know. I've never used one before, so I don't really know. We'll see. Just show you this absolute cuteness. So I was just drying my hair in my room and put a bit of makeup on. And I went downstairs. Neska's not downstairs, so I was like, where the heck is she? So I came in here thinking, like, is she down here or something like this? So she wasn't, so I thought she must be up in Matt's room, but I'm sure the door's shut. Where is she? Here she is, fast asleep, curled up in a little ball, just chilling out. I think that might be her new favourite spot. She's so like delicate on her feet that you don't hear her moving about. Dice, you could hear every movement he made. He was a really like clumsy dog, was Dice, so he's always knocking things over and making a racket wherever he was. But her, like, she's so, you don't hear anything. She's just, or maybe it's because she's a setter. I guess that's kind of probably what she's meant to be like on her feet. So she's just, you turn around and then she's there, and then you turn around again and she's gone, and you're like, I don't know where she's gone. So yeah, I just thought that was really cute. I had to show you. Bless her. Good girl. I'm trying to get this ball.
lot now, though, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's a bit better now.
It's probably just excitement in new places.
Oh,
oh.
You got it! What's she got, Ruby? What's she got? Is that yours now?
Ruby's like, I don't know what to do. Neska.
Neska. Sit. Good girl. She's gonna try and go for this now. I'm sorry.
Soon, you'll be running soon.
Well, that was a nice successful walk today with Ruby, and then we went back to my sister's house and the dogs just played really lovely together. I had to keep Neska on a lead inside the house because my sister's got cats and rabbits as well. She walked past the rabbits in a like what do you call it? I want to say a cage. Yeah, a cage. That's right, isn't it? In the in the hallway. And the dog just walked straight past that. She wasn't bothered. But then she saw one of my sister's cats, and actually Neska is terrified of cats, which is really weird. So we just kept on a lead. But anyway, the dogs had a really nice play in the living room together. And I think she's pretty tired out now because she has literally just been there the whole time since we've been back, which is Dicey's old spot. But Dice used to... Dice used to sit here and then have his front paws here and look down so he could see out the window. So yeah, she seems fairly happy to be there. Is that your new favourite spot as well? You like just being on the stairs, don't you? I have been on the phone today to a dog behaviorist about the bird, like introducing her to the birds, because I am worried sick about it. She doesn't really bother with them when they're in their cage, but she has at times been over and taken an interest and put her paws upon the cage, which then scares the birds, obviously, and I don't want to scare the birds because obviously they're quite delicate if they get stressed and stuff like that. So I got in touch with this behaviourist and he's going to come round on Friday. For that and just general stuff really, like obviously she doesn't have any particular bad behaviours at the moment, but you know, it's just she's a new dog, she's come from a rescue, we don't fully know her background, so just some tips and help on getting her to settle in properly and things like that. I just think it's quite a good idea really, so yeah, that'll be good. Matt's finished college. It's now 4 o'clock, by the way. I've just been home for a while. I've gone quite sleepy, probably because this one had me up at 5 o'clock this morning and wanted to play at 5 o'clock this morning, although she did go back to sleep. Didn't you? Yes. So Matt has taken Neska out on a walk, so I'm able to get the birdies out, let them spread their wings. Yeah, it's Matt's first time taking her out on his own, so hopefully all goes well. The weather's not great, in fact it's pouring down, but I could really do with him being out for quite a while so the birds could have a good stretch of their wings. They were out very briefly last night, but I had to shut Neska in my bedroom and she was scratching at my door and I felt like she only had to jump at the handle and it was gonna, so hence the behaviourist coming in on Friday to hopefully help me out with that, but I don't know, it's nerve-wracking. But anyway, for now, here are the birdies. Dexter! Dexter's not come over yet. I think he's sulking with me. Sparky's here though. Sparky! Sparky! Oh, don't bite me. Oh, did I make you jump, darling girl? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, what a little sweetheart. Oh. What a little sweetheart. Yes. Dexter! Okay, Matt's just phoned me to say that he's on his way back, so I've popped the birds away. It's so lovely to have them out. But look at that weather, so I am going to go upstairs and get a towel, I think, for Neska, because they will be soaking, bless them, and stinking. Well, Neska will be stinking, I don't think Matt will be. Darkness, light. Oh, right, I'll go and find a towel.
Can you see them? I don't know if the reflection's making it bad.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Shouldn't have opened the door. Oh my goodness. Are you so... Good morning. So it is Tuesday, the second day of my day off. It's 8:25 in the morning. Neska is here. Oh yes she is. Oh yes she is. Mwah! Yeah, Matt's at college at 9, so I'm going to give him a lift. You can probably hear his music coming from his room. And then this morning, me and Neska are going to go on a walk with my mum and her dogs. I have actually texted my mum and asked if she would mind if I just quickly drop Neska at her house while I go and do a little bit of shopping, because we have got no washing powder whatsoever left, and I don't know, milk and just various bits and pieces like that. But I haven't heard back from her yet, so anyway, hopefully I will by the time I set off for Matt, but if not, I don't know, I'll have to go shopping tonight, maybe when Matt's home from college or something. I just daredn't leave her on her own. I need to, but I just daredn't, just for the reason of the birds, that's all. I just don't want her jumping up at the cage and stressing them out, which she doesn't do regularly, but she has done it before, just like out of inquisitiveness. But obviously I just tell her to get down and she does, but if I'm not here I don't know. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Mum,
Yeah?
we pass us them donkeys, please?
Yeah, which ones do you want?
Which ones are they?
Champion ones, North Face ones, or Puma ones?
Champion ones, please.
Okay. Right, I'll go and get Matty's trousers. They're drying on the radiator. Oh, dry. Neska, you need to get up. Neska. Silly sausage. So we are out on a walk with my mum and her dogs. Neska's loving it. She's pulling like crazy, sniffing about, dragging me all over the place. I didn't think there was enough room on this chair for two, but apparently I was wrong. Are you alright? You had a good day at college?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? There she goes. You missed him, Neska.
Has she been on a walk today?
Yeah,
Where'd you go?
went up the helm with me.
I saw Nan drop you.
Yeah, no, yeah. So Nan dog sat for me for a while I went shopping.
Huh?
Nan dog sat for me while I went shopping. And she played with Jana and Ollie in the garden. Well, Jana in the garden.
Oh.
Good morning. I'm poorly. I've got the worst migraine. Neska wants to say hello. Here she is. She's looking after me. Yeah, I just went to bed last night with a headache. I went to bed quite early because I had a headache. And I slept well, and then this morning I woke up and I've just got this awful pain behind my eye. And it just feels like a proper migraine now. I don't feel good. So It's about 8 o'clock now. I've been and woke Matthew up. He's up, I can hear his music playing. So I just said he's got to get himself ready now and get himself to college because I just need to go back to bed. And by get himself ready, I mean I normally have to shout him at least 500 times because he has a tendency to go back to sleep. Although actually this week, because it's been his first proper week at college, we're only on Wednesday, it's been good. He's just getting up and getting ready, but in a few weeks' time he will start to just go back to sleep again. Yeah, so hopefully I've taken some tablets. I've got up, taken some tablets. Hopefully they kick in soon. I think they are actually starting to kick in a bit. I feel a bit better. But then as soon as... I'm alright if I'm lying like this. I've got this pain behind my eye. But as soon as I like sit up, it's like so painful. It goes like right through my head. I feel a little bit sick as well. But again, not too bad if I'm just lying still. As soon as I sit up, I'm like, what? So yeah, hopefully I'll feel better soon because this afternoon we have booked, we being me and my mum and Matt, Neska and my mum's 2 dogs are going to a field. Oh, sorry, I dropped you on Neska. I'm sorry, Neska. I'm sorry. We have booked a field, an enclosed field that is for dog walking, so we can let the dogs have a really good run. I think that's what Neska really needs to do, and try and kind of work on her recall a little bit. I have a feeling she has no recall. Oh. So anyway, that's Matt finishes college today at 12. I think he's just in 9 till 12. And we've got the field booked for 2 o'clock. So, no, 3 o'clock. Oh, I don't know. I better be better by then. Well, anyway, I am just going to lie here for a bit. I'm going to watch Candy's vlog. And, like I say, hopefully the painkillers kick in and I feel a bit better soon. Okay, I am feeling much, much better now. Had a shower. Can't be bothered to fully dry my hair, but it's pretty much dried. Hello! Me and Neska are going to have a little wander down into town, which I'm a little bit nervous about, because I don't know how she'll react. We've obviously went into town on Sunday night, but that was night time. So it wasn't very busy. So yeah, today is market day in town, so it should be fairly busy. We're going to go into my work as well, go and see people at work, go and see the guys that work on the market. Yeah, we'll see how she does. I mean, I don't live far from town, so we'll just turn around and come back if it's not going well, you know, not the end of the world. Let's see how it goes. Are you ready, Neska? Are you ready? Okay, so we are back from town. I couldn't film it because she does pull on her lead, so I feel like I need to like have both my hands on the lead. You know, especially because there's so much going on in town. But let me tell you, what a little star she was. She was so good. She actually doesn't pull as much on the roads as she does on the grass. As soon as she gets on grass, I think it's all the smells and everything, she just goes wild and like nearly pulls you over. But in town, she's pretty good. She's a bit all over the place, but because she wants to say hello to everybody, and she likes to jump up. So that's, I mean, I don't mind that, but some people don't like dogs and don't want them jump, or even if they do like dogs, they might not necessarily want her jumping up at them. So I kind of got to have both hands on the lead, but she did so well. She really did, didn't you? You were a little star. We went into my work. There were some customers in there and she said hello, and then we went to see Mike, who works on the market stall that sells the pet beds, and it's where your dog bed came from that you haven't used, and it's where your lead came from. So yeah, and then we went to see the butchers, and she was very good. She was lovely, little sweetheart.
tired out now, exhausted. And then we happened to see Matt on his way back from college, so we walked some of the way back with Matt, but then Matt went to McDonald's and we just carried on walking. And then we've been home for a little while, and me, her and Matt have had a good play, and now she's tired out. So we've got an hour, and then we are being picked up by my mum, and we're going to this field to go and have a good run around. So yeah, exciting day, very exciting day. We are here at the enclosed field. Matthew decided not to come, but the dogs are having a fabulous time just running around. It's really lovely.
I haven't got one of the women in focus yet. Quite
Hello.
It's a looking mental yesterday.
Oh, there we go. Get it, Neska!
I love it.
What are they doing, Ollie? They're silly, aren't they? Go on, get it! Go on! Run! Oh my God! Oh!
That's what they were doing yesterday. And then we tried to start the step. She went beside me.
She's like jumping right on her back. Oh no! Hello! Oh! Oh, where's he gone? There we are. She's coming to tell her mum. Mum! Oh, Mum, she's hurting me. Oh, Ollie got caught up with that one. Oh,
Daft lassies all. What are they doing?
what a lovely afternoon Neska has had, and my mum's dogs, Jana and Ollie. They've had a really nice play. We have been home for a good few hours, and now Matt has taken Neska back out so that I can get the birds out. Yeah, so that's what I've done. Here's Sparky. Lovely Sparky. Oh, Dexter's still in his cage. It's open. He's in there by choice. He just takes a bit longer to come out. Who's that pretty lady? Who's that pretty girl? Oh, who is it? Oh, oh. She's so beautiful. Yes, she is. Oh. And here's my boy baby. Here he is. Hi, darling. Ow. Ow. You've gone quiet now. You've been noisy all night. No. Good morning. Although it's almost afternoon, in fact. So Neska has gone to my mum's for a few hours while I clean the birdies out. Just let them have a good few hours out of their cage and clean their cage and all that stuff. It's so lovely to have them out. I really hope that Neska always tries to get that too. It's not for birdies or doggies, you know. Yeah, hopefully soon I'll be able to have them all out at the same time, but for now this is just what we're doing. Oh no, Dexter's spotted the new plant. Okay, the birds' cages are cleaned. I am now going to quickly nip to Asda because I need petrol and I just need a couple of bits and bobs from Asda. I'm going to get some dog food and meat because Neska is just not eating at all. So thought I'd try her on some meat instead of dry food. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and then I'm going to go and pick Neska up and I think we're going to walk with my mum and her dogs. Sleepy girl. Neska. 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 She's a heavy sleeper, isn't she?
Yeah. She's sleeping.
Yeah. No, she doesn't flinch when you touch her. When you make a noise.
Neska. There you go.
Do you want to go for a bath, Ness? What do you think? So Matt's taken Neska out again. Just I don't think he'll be very long, so I'm not going to get the birds out. I'm having a beer, why not? I'm on my holidays. Yeah, he's just taken down the road too. It's literally at the bottom of the hill. It's called a meadow. It's not a meadow because there's hardly any trees there. It's more like a park. So a couple of his mates are down there. Just phoned him and asked him if he wants to go down. So he's just gone down with the dog. But I think he'll be back fairly soon because he's not had his tea. So I'm just not that hungry at the moment. We were going to try and bath Neska before, but she just didn't want to move off the chair. I don't know. Don't know if it's yesterday. She did a lot yesterday. Went in town, went to that field for, well, probably in that field for about an hour and a half, just running around, and then she went out for a 2-hour walk with Matt later on, so I could let the birds out. So I don't know if it was that, but she's been a bit. Oh, and then today she's been to my mum's while I cleaned the birds out, and she was there for about 3 hours while the birds were out. Excuse me. I was just like playing with my mum's dogs and stuff. So I don't know, she's just a bit worn out. And then unfortunately she was sick in my car on the way home, and then she just kind of got home and been very quiet. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. So anyway, that's that really. So the time is 6:30, well 25 to 7. To be honest, I'm feeling a little bit bored. I don't know what to do with myself. That's why I've turned to the drink. It's not a good thing to do, is it? I think I might just tidy up a little bit. Yeah. I'm just watching Location. Neska's back now, by the way. There she is. And Matt's gone back out to meet his friends. I'm watching Location, and it's set in Kendal tonight. And here they are on the screen. Don't think you can see, but there they are. So yeah, that's quite exciting. Well, it's exciting for me. It's probably not exciting for anybody else who doesn't live in Kendal, but I'm excited to see like places that I'll recognise on here. They are looking at a house on my road. I knew they would be. I knew when she was describing what she was looking for, I thought, that's where I live. They will look around here, and I knew they would. And they are. They're on, basically, just up here. So I knew it. It'd be interesting to see if she goes for it. Hiya, Nessie. You having a big drink? Good girl. Good morning. Or is it morning? Yes, it is. It's 20 past 11. Today's the day that we've got the dog behaviorist coming round. So he is going to come between 12 and 1. He said he's going to aim for 12. He doesn't live in Kendal though, so it just depends on traffic and stuff like that. So yeah. I don't know if you heard that, but that's Matt playing on his computer game. Getting frustrated with it. He's at college at 12:15, I think, today. Anyway, so I'm just going to have my porridge and wait for this guy to come in. Neska's been on a little walk this morning just to kind of take away some of her energy. And as you can see, she is... Oh, she's not sleeping. She's there. Right, anyway, I'm going to have some porridge. Okay, so the dog trainer has been and gone. I couldn't film any of it because we were just like sat talking the whole time, really. It was very, very good. He was very good. He gave us some really helpful tips. He tried a couple of methods and we let the birds out, but Neska didn't respond great to them. So he suspects, a bit like I have also suspected, that she has a bit of hearing loss, which could make things a little bit more difficult. But he's given us lots of other tips to try different things, because of course each dog is different and they respond to different things. So I will keep persevering, I will keep trying. So yeah, it's not, I mean, I've got hope and everything, but unfortunately it just didn't work quite as quickly as I kind of hoped it would, and he said the same. He said I did expect to have better results, but she was a bit more stubborn, this one, so we'll see, we'll keep trying. Excuse me, Neska. That was a fully made bed this morning, if you don't mind. Who's made all that mess? Couldn't give a shit, could you? Morning, folks. So the time is 11:25. Come on up, good girl. I don't think Neska's very well. She's been sick a couple of times, twice in my car, and she had diarrhea as well yesterday. And then this morning she has been sick on my bed, although her bowel movements have been normal, so that's good, but she has been sick. So I don't know what's wrong with her. She seems a little bit lethargic as well. So, but she is incredibly skinny. I don't think it like shows up on camera, but she is incredibly skinny. You can see, well, because she's fluffy, you can't see so much, but you can see her ribs when she stands up and stuff. She's very, very skinny. We're meant to keep her on dry food, because that's what they've been used to in the shelter or whatever. So I gave her dry food. We got a week ago, and up until Thursday she just didn't eat. She had treats, but she didn't eat her dry food. So I started to kind of worry a bit about that. So I just went and got her some tin dog food, some wet food, meat, whatever. Gave her some of that on Thursday. Is that right, Thursday? Yeah. And she was absolutely loving it. She wolfed it down. So I thought, oh bless her, she's starving, she just doesn't like the dry food. And then I think it was Thursday she was then sick and had diarrhea. I think it was Thursday. I'm so confused on my days. No, I don't think she did have diarrhea. She was sick though in the car. So I wasn't sure if it was travel sickness or to do with the food. I didn't know. Anyway, then yesterday she had diarrhea. That's when she did, and then she was sick again in the car. And then this morning she's been sick again, so I don't know if it's the food. It's all happened since she's had the food, so I don't know. So I think I'm going to go shopping today and get her some chicken and rice and see how she does. So me and my mum have decided to just bring Neska on a little walk. She's perked up a little bit now. She's had some chicken and rice, which went down a treat. She very much enjoyed that. We're just going down this steep kind of pathway, which Neska is dragging me down. And it's cobble, so it's a bit slippy. Come on, sweetheart. I see.
You can come back up where we're,
I don't think I've been down this way before.
Oh,
I don't think so. They look crazy. Yippee! Just been out to get chips because me and Matt are having a chippy tea. Obviously that's why I've been out to get chips. Left Neska at home with Matt, but I've just driven past, parked the car, and she's stood at the at the door, so let's see if she's doing it now. Hi, you want a smile? I want to see a smile. Hello. Good morning. So, it's Sunday, last day of my holiday. I'm back at work tomorrow. What do you think, Neska? Now we're back to real life. You think this is real life, don't you? Bless her. Oh, who's that handsome girl? Who's that body girl? Yeah, so I've been up, I've done the housework apart from hoovering. I haven't hoovered. Yes, thank you, darling. Yeah, I think I might just kind of laze about and maybe even watch a film this morning. It's absolutely pouring down out there, so I think we're going to walk the dogs with my mum today, but it'll be a bit later. On. Let's see if we can stand this up, Ness. What do we think? No, we cannot. Oh, your eyes drooping. It's making me feel weird. Yeah, so I think this morning we'll just take it easy, watch a film. I don't think Neska's bothered about taking it easy. I think that's. I think she's in that mood as well. It's Sunday. Neska's feeling a lot better. She's just been having chicken and rice since yesterday, and she hasn't been sick again. And yeah, so far so good. So we'll see how she continues. She's got an appointment with the vet tomorrow evening, but she has perked up a lot, so I think I'll just cancel that appointment. I was just most worried about her losing weight because I don't think it comes across on camera because she's fluffy. I think I've said this before, haven't I? But she's very, very skinny. You can feel all her ribs, and yeah, so I just didn't want her to lose any more weight. But she seems to be doing good now, so fingers crossed. The birdies are having a bath. Is that good, birdies? Is that good? Did you like that, Sparky? You want bar? I think Dexter's had enough. So me and Nessie are going to go for a walk with my mum and her dogs. Don't know if my dad's coming or not. Matt's still in bed. Are we ready to go for a walk? Still haven't hoovered. Excuse the state of the floor. Are we going for a walk? That bum is always in the air. Always in the air. Isn't it? Oh, she always looks so sad. Oh no. Why are you so sad? Don't go for a walk. I should see what the Spanish is for walk, because she doesn't know that one. Do you? I've enrolled her onto a what do you call it, like training classes, but it's not until the 5th of October, so it's a little bit yet. Junior dog classes. So we shall see how that goes. Sorry, I'm so wobbly. So wobbly. Come on, you. Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to film, but it's impossible.
Okay.
What are you doing? I won't see where Neska is because I have a feeling she is burying her bone in my bed because that's what she keeps doing. Let's go and see. Oh, hi. What are you doing? What are you doing, little one? Huh? What are you doing? Just chilling. Oh, this looks a little bit dishevelled. Oh. Oh. A bone in my bed. How lovely. How lovely. Coming out, Sparky. Come on. Come on. Come on. Look at these stunners. Look at these beauties. Are you coming out? That pesky dog's not here, don't you worry. There you go. There you go. Hello, sweetheart. Are you coming? Come on then. Right then, guys. Well, that's it. That's been the weekly vlog. Neska's first week at home. And I'm going to work now. I'm back after a week off. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this week of watching Neska settle into her new life. I think she's had a good first week home. Sorry if this has been a really long and boring vlog. I guess you will have switched off if you're not interested. But yeah. That's it for the... Yes, hello, darling. I've got to leave her now. Oh, she doesn't know. I've got to go. Matt's still upstairs. He starts college at 9:30 and my mum's coming to pick her up. So she's going to her mum's for the day. Oh. Well, not for the whole day. I think Matthew finishes at 1:45 today, so, or something like that. Somewhere around there, so she's going to come home then and he'll take her out for a walk. Right, anyway, thank you for watching and we shall see you next week.